Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jane Kinga and this is The Adopted. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for subscribing guys, and in case you're new here, please feel free to subscribe. Feel free to click on that notification bell so that whenever I have a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And so today I want to answer a question that most people have been asking. The meaning behind this name down here, The Adopted. And so most people have been asking, are you adopted? And so, guys, yes, I am an adopted daughter. I was adopted when I was 2 years old by this amazing family. My grandpa and my grandma, may she rest in peace. But my grandfather is still alive and he's a great man. He's a great father. He's a great grandfather because he really took care of me when I was young. And the reason why I decided to use this name, The Adopted, it's because actually I grew up hating on that name. And whenever I could hear that name mentioned somewhere, it could irritate me because I grew up feeling like a black sheep. Is it a black sheep? Yes, I grew up feeling like a black sheep in society. You know, there is nothing as hard as growing without knowing your real parents, or there is nothing as hard as growing without your biological parents or having a sisters, you know, because you know, when growing up and then you have families whom they have sisters, they have brothers, they have fathers, they have mothers, and for you, you only have one person to call a mother, you know, and that someone is not even a mother, it's your grandmother, you know. And one thing, my grandmother and my grandfather, they made me know that, or they explained to me, they are not my biological parent, but they did not even tell me anything more apart from that. And so I grew up with so many questions, and when growing up I learned that there is something called adopted or adoption or an adopted daughter or a son. And so when growing up, anytime I could hear that name, oh goodness, it would drive me crazy because I was like, and why don't I have my real parent, you know? But remember, my grandfather and my grandmother, they were old. They did not even have time to explain to me what that meant. But as I was growing up, you know, definitely, yes, I went to school and I met a lot of people like discussing about adoption. And so I decided to do more research on adoption. And so I realized that that's when I realized that they are not actually my real parents, or actually we were never even related anyhow, not even biological, or I mean, we were not even related. But guys, I am one proud adopted daughter because they really brought me up in a good way. They really loved me, and up to date, Babu, may you live long. That guy, he really loves me. You know, apart from the society, apart from the pressure from society, you know, and people looking at you like, it's like you are an outcast. And when I grew up, or rather recently, I decided to talk to someone because I noticed with time, I noticed that I had this bitterness and I did not know the reason why. So I decided to talk to someone, and that someone, a mentor, or is it a mentor? A therapist. And someone advised me to talk to someone because I had these childhood traumas, not because I was being mistreated where I grew up, but because the society, there was this picture the society had tainted, like they had tainted my image, you know, because anytime I could even go outside to play, people would look at me like, yo, we know you don't have parents, you know, and that brought down my self-esteem. And so I decided to talk to someone, and actually they made me realize that there is nothing wrong with me, but society the society had gave me that perspective that I am not even worth it. They made me believe that I don't deserve anything good. They made me believe that world does not even need people like me. And until the other day, I learned that there is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with the name adopted. There is nothing wrong with it. And so I decided to embrace this name. As much as I did not like this name initially, I decided to embrace it because it was the beginning of my healing. You know, there is one thing I have learned throughout the process is that acceptance. I decided to accept. This is me. This is where I found myself. And there is nothing I can do about it. You know, and so I decided, instead of living in the past, because I realized your past or you holding on some things that you cannot change in life, they create something like a barrier in your life that you cannot even see the bigger picture of the big dreams or the bigger things that God has for you. You know, so I decided to break that barrier by accepting who I am, where I found myself when I was growing up. And so that's the reason why I decided, why don't I use this name adopted, so that other people who maybe are in my shoe, or other people who probably will find themselves in my shoe in some years to come, they will learn to embrace themselves. I mean, they will learn to love themselves, and they will realize that it doesn't matter where you come from in life, or it doesn't matter where you grew up. What matter is, what do you want to be? Or what do you choose to hold? Because what you choose to hold in life, it will determine where you'll be in the next life or in the next future. So for me, I decided to release everything, to release my life, and even to forgive society for giving me a bad picture about who I am. And actually, above all, I forgive myself for allowing the society to make me have a barrier between myself, my dreams, right? And yeah, I decided to forgive myself. And one of the things that I could have done to show the world that I am okay with who I am is by using that word as much as I can and letting people know that I am adopted, and that does not define me. And if you are adopted, that does not define you. What defines you is who you are, your goals, and your achievement in life. And by the way, very soon, I'll be meeting my grandfather. Yes, my father, my mentor. Oh goodness, the love I have for that man. Oh, it's so much. I'll be meeting him very soon. And guys, if you don't mind, I can tag you along. We can go meet him. He's an old man, very wise. He still works, and I feel that I'll go where he works. And guys, I'm sure that you will enjoy his company. And so, do not let your past, do not let where you come from to define your future. You're just holding your blessing. Guys, until then, see ya. And please, don't forget to subscribe. Click on that notification bell. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hakuna Matata. This is home. Bye-bye.